Hi guys, TheGamingSandwich here. Here I'm going to post to you an upgrade to my Zefra deck profile, and I feel kind of bad because I only did one recently, and it's kind of like new ban list came out, and I was like, I've tweeted before, and now I'm like, I've got to redo it again, so a bit peed off, but what can you do? I mean, the deck has lost, I'd say, some of its potency with Wavering Eyes gone, but, we can work around that, so let's have a go. So, first of all, we now rerun Free Deneb. Now, free Deneb now is staple because we want to get to our pendulum scales and get to correct scales, I'd say correct scales, as quick as we can. So, Deneb is the best way to do that. So, yes, he's light and yeah, he can be run over, but still he's a good, solid, normal summon. Okay, for our Yangzing engine, we are still running the two. So, you're running your Susuni, just because it's a 1900 BS, so it's a good, solid, normal summon. We're running Chiwen just because he's a good solid tuner. And also, if a Yangzing dies, you can bring him back. So even if worst case scenario you can't get a synchro off, he is just good for a good play of like blocking. So that does help as well. So he does help out in the deck. And then one electromagnetic turtle. So you for a turn. It's good for your field spell. And yeah, just even if not, you can just set it. And even if not, it's a good light level 4 just for good exceeds fodder. So that is it for the monsters at that point. So now we're going to go for Tellarknights. So we have the 7 scale and the 1 scale. If you guys know this from other profiles, this one pops face ups, this one pops face downs. So a 2900, so 1900 attack and 2100 defense. Very reasonable in terms of stats, so both kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. But yeah, they both help out a lot. So obviously all searchable with Dinab, so always really good there. For your Yang Zing side, we are running 2 Zefra. And one of this one, I just call it the treasure one, so it's fun. This one is your tuner, so he is really nice to get. The reason we're running less of him, more of him, is because he's more essential, because when he is normal summoned or destroyed and sent to the extra deck, you get to add a Zefra spell trap to your hand. This one is good because it does make things tuners, but obviously people can veil that and it has certain issues, so I'd rather not have him as much. But this guy searching out everything in turn is amazing, so I do need this card as soon as I can to my hand. So either with the field spell, or if I can get it, summon it with a Yangzing, I will do that instead. Okay. Right. For your Ritual Beast now, we are running 2 of this one and 3 of this one. So, this little guy here, really nice, 1050. So they're both at opposite ends, so it's kind of sad, but this one lets you special summon one from the graveyard. If you played a Ritual Beast, you would know, so it usually was a staple in those kind of decks. But yeah, summoning this from the grave, summoning one from the grave and destroying it is really good, especially if it is your this guy, then this guy. So if you summon this, this will come out during the end phase. This will go back to the extra deck, and you'll get a spell trap for free, which is really nice. Combos, people, so that's good. And this one lets you add one from your spell from your extra deck to your hand, which is really nice. So always lovely there. For the last of the Zefra pendulums, we have a Flame Beast of Necros. He's only really useful because of certain plays you have in the deck. He also is a level 5, so you can tribute for him, so he can get around the Monarch field spell that way, so it is just useful to have. Also, he's a good discard outlet because if he's sent to the grave and then if something is destroyed while a Zefra card is destroyed while he's in the grave, he can special summon himself and just become like a free wall, so that's pretty good. Okay, and the last of the ones, I run 1 Odd Eyes just because Odd Eyes allows me to get over certain things and cause extra lots of good damage and kind of swing for game occasionally. Also, he does search, so because now obviously we haven't got Wavering Eyes, searching for your additional scales is really nice, so I just like it for that. And then we're also running 1 Luster because it's level 4, which a lot of the deck is, so current powers true XYZ summoning, and also popping a scale to adding another scale is really good. So yay! Running that. Right, so for your main part of your spells, we are running 3 of the Zefra Oracle. Yeah, really good solid card. Only problem is like the rotor-like effect happens when it finishes resolving of resolution of activation, so it kind of sucks. So if they MST it on activation, really kind of sad. But The only ones we really care about is when you synchro summon, you get to place a card from your monster card from your deck and put it later on top. And when you XYZ summon, you get to draw. What is it? Is it just draw a card then discard a card? So basically, Dark World dealings. So yeah, really good. One reinforcements to the army because you run about now 6 legitimate targets, so it is pretty useful. One emergency teleport because you are running 5 psychic types, so it's just an extra thing and it can help set up combos. One supply squad because I just find it's useful. One twin twister and one prop of riches. So yeah, always good. This fucking sleeves day is shit. Fuck. Okay, so yeah. Supply squad basically, because you're playing pendulums, everything gets destroyed and gets sent to the extra deck anyway, so you can keep using it. And people usually MST this quite quickly. I have no idea why. Twin twister because it's twin twister, and part of riches because anything that cycles back, if you've had all your scales popped and you've got a lot in, you may as well just like send 3 back and draw 2. Like part of avarice, you run it for the same kind of mentality. For traps, we run 1 Solemn Warning. 3 Zefra Divine Strike because it is searchable and it is pretty much a Solemn Judgment on legs, so that's always useful. So that's it for the lovely counter-trap side of everything. For your normal kind of thing, we were running 1 Bottomless and 1 Time Space Trap Hole. Just good, useful, solid cards, so always fun. And 1 Breakthrough Skill, just to kind of round off the traps and round off the negation. Okay. So, for the extra deck, we are going with the XYZs first, I'm sure. Yes, we are. So we run 1/4/2 tune, just because you can make it with anything, and it does send them back to the deck, so it is pretty good and gains those life points. So, and it can't be targeted, so it's just really useful like that. 1 Castel, just because sending things back to the deck is useful. The Rapathelia, whatever it is, Trap Chicks thing. Really good. You do run Bottomless and Time Space. You can sub inside deck for more, just because it's 2500 wall and punishing them and a good setup is always nice. 1 Master Paladin. This is actually a lot better now because I do legitimately run a Draco Slayer, so I can actually use the second effect off, which is really even more helpful. But at least it has that like kind of good thing to it, so that's always fun. But you really want it for your rare ability to get your extra scale. 1 Giant Hand. Giant Hand just kind of like, if you've, say, got your counter-trap set up, this is just useful to kind of start your opponent making some extra good plays. 1 Expressy Rebellion Dragon, just because it's like helps you get over problem cards. And then we have here the 2 last ones are 1 Utopia Beyond, just because minusing everyone's. Basically, it's got blue eyes stats and it makes out the attack of everything 0. So if you do this, then summon odd eyes, you pretty much smack them for game. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, just because negating your opponent's creature effects and minusing them 1000 life points is really useful at this point in the game. So, yes, and I'm running Gyarados sleeves as given to me by my girlfriend for a present, which is really nice. For the synchros, we are running Catastor, just getting over lights is really useful. Memphis Horus, one of the best cards for any synchro-based pendulum deck, just because it's amazing. 300 isn't great, but because you get both effects of it being a effect monster and a pendulum, negating a face-up card permanently and forcing your opponent to give you control of a monster is really good. So, Clearwink, just because it's fun. Moonlight, just because bounce things back to the extra, so good. Ancient Fairy, just because we are running Field Spell, and now to have that extra level of consistency and get an extra level 4 normal summon is really, really useful. So, yes, extremely good. Yazi, just because it blows stuff up and it can't be targeted, and it's easy to make and helps because you have a Yangsling engine. And Braxia, just because you can make it force your opponent to actually like, shuffle something in, and then you can actually blow something up and usually get a din up and get an extra search that way. So that's really, really useful. Okay. Right. For side deck, a lot of this is my kind of style, so it's very techy. If you guys can't afford those things, compulsory is still an option. I've taken it out of mine because I just feel because targeting is not really that good at this format, so sadly. We run Judorigo, just because stopping OTKs is really nice. Vela. Flying Sea, just for the PK deck. an extra Chiwen, another Odd Eyes just for searchability, another Twin Twister, Pendulum Storm. They're really useful now just because it clears scales and it pops with a spell and trap on the field. Another Pile of Riches if someone's just playing something that wants me to mill me out. Mirror Shield just because it's just nice to get over things, so it just helps with that problem. XYZ Encore, getting rid of something like, say, Infinity is kind of annoying, so it helps. Soul Drain, stop anything like Phantom Knights going off or anything like that. Master Restrict, Monarchs. Vanity's Emptiness, just generally good card. Extra Time Space, and a Quaking Mirror Force. Yeah, sorry guys, I feel kind of weird because all my deck is like, side deck's like one-offs. I just feel that helps with utility. So, yeah. That's my new Zefra deck profile. Obviously, if the only thing you want to know is that I have like some tokens in my deck. So I have a Skyblaster, and a few other little ones. And I have a Yugi token now. So yeah, those are the extra things I have in my deck box. A very, very old deck box, I might add you. Very old. Had it for years. It's got the Paradox Brothers on it, so it says how old it is, so yay. But yeah, this is the Game Sandwich here for now. Hopefully you like this profile. Please, you know, occasionally give the video a thumbs up. You don't have to, just occasionally helps me out. So okay, talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.